It was a hard day at the castle today. A lot of fighting, more than usual. The barrels and their allies were having an uproar, and I was the only one there to stop it. But man, was I happy that I was finally able to come home to my fiancé. I fiddled with the roses I had in my hand. I made sure to pick them for Pewdie before I came home. I opened the door to an empty living room. Huh? Usually Pewdie was in here watching TV. But then I remembered I was home late today. I sighed and went to the area where he makes his videos. Games and technology scattered everywhere. The swivel chair was empty. Where was he? I wanted to relax with him. I decided he went somewhere, and would hopefully be home soon. I walked up the stairs to our bedroom and opened our door, and I found my lover. And Piggy. I dropped the roses on the ground as my eyes instantly started watering and my jaw dropped. I just walked in my fiancé and Piggy, I thought to myself. I didn't know what to do, who to yell at, so I said the only name I could sputter out of my mouth. Pewdie, I choked. Now realising that I was there, Pewdie screamed and pushed Piggy off of him. He started blushing and his face was instantly ridden with guilt. Piggy was in shock, not sure what to think. Stephano, what are you doing here? Pewdie screamed. I didn't know who I wanted to hurt more right now, Piggy for sleeping with my fiancé, or Pewdie sleeping with him. I came home late. What the hell were you two? I felt a single tear stroll down my cheek. How long have you been doing this behind my back? I asked, even though I was afraid to know the answer. Piggy stormed past me, shoving me out of his way as he walked past out of the house. I heard the door click as I began crying more. Well, Pewdie, how long? I asked again. He looked down at his ring and back to me, frowning even more. I would usually find the shirtless Swede wrapped in blankets attractive, but I couldn't in the heat of the moment. Well, for a while, he stuttered. He began crying as well, face red. He looked at the ring on my finger and the roses lay across the ground, a couple of petals scattered round them. How long? I screamed. There was so much rage I couldn't hold it back. How long exactly? How long have you been doing this? He shrank back at my voice, crying more. After we started dating. That's all I'm telling you, he said, voice cracking. After we were dating? I yelled. After you gave your love to me? After you made me a nervous wreck telling you? After we made you my fiancé? I took the ring off and threw it to the ground. Our whole love was a lie, Pewdie. You lied to me. I began crying harder, uncontrollably. You told me you loved me. You told me you'd never leave me. I looked at him and shook my head. My parents were right. You can't trust humans. I stormed out the room with no second thought. I could hear Pewdie getting up and coming after me. Stephano, wait! He called for me. I kept going, ignoring him. He grabbed my arm and turned me round, laying his hands on my chest. Steffi, I'm sorry. Don't call me that anymore, I said, crying silently. I'm not Steffi no more. I'm Stephano. My heart was in my throat right now. What do you mean, Stephano? I thought you were my Steffi and I was your Miyamo, he said, his eyes drooping. Not anymore. I'm not your Steffi. I'm not your angel. I'm not your god. You're not my Miyamo. You're not my love. You're not my fiancé. No more. I choked on the words I was about to say next, and the feeling of them coming across my lips felt terrible. Never in my life have I dreamed of saying this. It's over. I'm leaving. Maybe you'll let Piggy move in, I said, pushing his hands off my chest and storming out the door.